There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Today, a contest from the NL West division between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the San Diego Padres. Franmil Reyes. With the season coming to a close, the senior circuit's leading hitter makes his case for a batting title. Next, Shane Bieber, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, in this day and age where we're used to seeing a lot of home runs and pitchers not going very deep in the game, how about this guy? ERA in the low ones. That's not an easy thing to do. He can strike people out, but he can also get them out via the ground ball, the fly ball. Judging by his stats this year, he is having a ridiculously good season up to this point.
Here comes the first pitch. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, have got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year and keep the big picture inside, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
With that, the batting order for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matty, I'm excited to watch David Peralta play. He's one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. He's such a clutch hitter. I love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll have that in this game as well.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt, particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
D-Row, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
The 2-2. Is taken, ball 3.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Now batting, David Peralta, as we check out how he did in August versus how he's finishing off the season down the stretch here in September. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed, 0-1. Top of the first, just underway at Petco Park. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Popped him up. Machado in foul ground. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. And now the Padres get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Zach Greinke gets the start for Arizona in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me, a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
So coming to the plate, Austin Hedges. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Austin Hedges with a solo shot, number 28 on the season, and the Padres bust out in front 1-0.
Yeah, we always talk about how important it is to spot your starter or run it to early in the game, and he does just that, blasting a no-doubt bomb that serves notice. They're going to be swinging with the wood here. No better way to get the home crowd into it right out of the gates.
In now, Alberto Mondesi. And he puts it on the ground to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
There's a hard-hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box now, Manny Machado. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Yeah, and he's just off the league leading the batting race. He's in the top 5 in that category, but he is out in front in home runs and ribbies, so we'll see if he can make a push for the Triple Crown.
Back to first, and Machado's retired as well. It's a double play. Time now to check the hometown Padres lineup card in this one. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Matty, this team has high batting averages up and down the lineup. Just great approaches, consistent ABs from top to bottom, and that's the reason they've been so successful this year.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title.
You know, D-Row, this guy's really turned it on last 10 games, hitting well above 300 in that stretch, so he's doing all he can do right now.
Yeah, he's on fire, Dan. Everything is lining up for him to make a late surge at this batting crown. Don't try and do too much. He's been swinging the bat nice. Don't come outside of what you've been doing.
And now a diving effort, but this is off the center fielder's glove. And this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases.
One team's dream inning is another team's nightmare, right? That's their 3rd hit of this opening inning. This one a double. That's got to have the pitcher pretty upset out there, and the manager wondering how long he's going to go on this one.
Here's Will Myers. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Hit hard back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. Long throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
You don't think being a starting pitcher in this league will test your resolve? He's already given up more runs in the first inning in this one than he did his entire last start. That's the kind of roller coaster ride that will make you a little crazy. But that's kind of how baseball works sometimes.
Now at the plate, Hunter Renfroe. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a ball popped up behind the plate for Avila, and he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits here, no errors, and 1 man left on. We'll move on to the second now at Petco Park. It's the Padres 2 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Start of the second here in San Diego, and let's check in with Heidi for a little bit more on the weather.
Well, Matt, these conditions aren't really ideal for baseball right now, but I am hearing that they're expected to improve as the game progresses. The grounds crew told me between innings that the field's in good shape. They're going to continue to work on keeping it dry, but we should be in for more favorable weather later in the game.
Let's hope, Heidi, for all of our sake, that Mother Nature takes that front and passes it through without an incident.
At times, you have to stay focused, though. For me, a little dampness, a little rain, a little weather coming through might actually do the infield dirt a little good. Some guys like to keep it bone dry. I like it a little wet. Ball stays down.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
And you know, the heavy stuff has finally arrived. This has got to be the hardest rain we've seen all afternoon.
The windup and the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Renfroe moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
So here's how the San Diego Padres are positioned defensively. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Eduardo Escobar standing in, and he's really swinging a hot bat in the series, to say the least. 10 RBIs on 4 base hits. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
And there's out number 2. Up next for Arizona, Christian Walker, looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. First offering on its way. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. And he looks at one in there. 1-2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Diamondbacks down in order. They trail things here 2-0. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Shane Bieber, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Hit on the ground to third. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And guys, I want to focus on the guy on the mound because he brings gold to the party, and I can't say enough how crisp and how effective a defense plays when the pitcher can field his position. There's nothing better than a pitcher who can help himself in the field.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Career line against Greinke. He has 7 hits in 37 tries. He also has 1 home run. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. He's kept his average up in recent games. The competition has been fierce, but so far he's managed to fend off all comers in pursuit of a batting title.
Yeah, and if you're going to win a batting title, you wouldn't want it any other way. You don't want somebody to go in a massive slump and fall off the map. This is going to be a race to the end. 2 guys fighting it out, and who's going to have the best finish to the season?
Kinsler leads off first with 1 away. Foul tip held onto behind the plate at strike 2. And he's really continued to turn in strong performances day after day. His average in his last 10 games is over the 300 mark, but then again, that's nothing new for him.
But easier said than done. This guy from start to finish has been on point, not giving any at-bats away. He's swinging a hot bat and making a strong push to end the season and put that batting title belt around his waist.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. We're back at Petco Park in just a moment. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Pitch on its way to Avila. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. But facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Avila is holding on to a batting average way down in the 210s.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is a norm for this ball player.
And the leadoff man is gone to start the Arizona third. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Now at the plate, Rob Refsnyder. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses low and away, ball 1.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
Myers is over to his right, and he puts this one away for out number 2. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Zach Greinke. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First delivery to him on the way. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Diamondbacks still searching for that first hit of the ball game. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They're still down. It's 2-0. Digging in the switch hitter, Adalberto Mondesi. He'll lead it off against Zach Greinke to open up the inning. First pitch on its way. Line drive snagged on a short hop. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame. So with one away now, let's quickly give you a look at the standings in the National League West entering play today as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. So the base is empty here with one away, and standing in now the always dangerous third baseman Manny Machado. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Now Manny turns on one and sends it to deep left. And it's gone onto the lower basket of the Western Metal Building. It's a solo home run off the bat of Manny Machado. Home run number 56 on the year. And the Friars have moved out in front 3-0.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Into the box, Eric Hosmer. As he rips it on the ground to second. Refsnyder fields it cleanly. On to first, and there were two down. Coming to the plate now, Will Myers. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, this ball is hammered to deep center field. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. A solo shot here off the bat of Will Myers, number 28 on the season, as the Padres have stretched their lead now 4-0.
Wow, nothing more demoralizing than giving up 3 home runs in the first 3 innings of a game. There's having a guy's number, and then there's absolutely owning him. This could be the latter.
The center fielder.
Stepping in now, Hunter Renfroe. Back up. Oh, no, that got him. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. 3 innings complete. It's the Padres 4 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Here's Gerard Dyson back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Here's the first pitch to him. Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball 1. Bounce to first. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning.
The batter.
So one away here with the bases empty. And that'll bring up the infielder Ketel Marte. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lifted the other way out to left center. Myers on the move. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. So two are gone now in the Diamondbacks' fourth. And up next, the outfielder David Peralta. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way up.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. Diamondbacks down in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. So striding in, Shane Bieber. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. Hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 8 games. Now, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games. Now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
First pitch on its way. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. One there on to first, and it's a double play. The second they've hit into in these first 4 innings, and there are 2 away now.
Really good pitch for the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
Into the box now, Frenmel Reyes. Now Reyes with a drive, well hit out to deep left field, and that's off the left field wall.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
First pitch of the at-bat. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Takes just 4 pitches to retire the Padres, but they're in front 4-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Torey Lovello about the Diamondbacks' offensive production, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
The third baseman.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Lamb.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Myers is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And with the year winding down, you can see he currently leads the NL in that department. Digging in for his second at-bat, Eduardo Escobar. Here's the first pitch to him. In there, no balls and a strike.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
The 1-1. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. No runs, no hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Standing in, Christian Walker. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Ripped down the first base line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
Here it comes, 0-2. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. No runs, no hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They're down 4-0. Ready once again, Adalberto Mondesi, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
Adalberto Mondesi.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted the other way down the left field line. But this will land untouched. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. In there, a base hit.
Yeah, Matty, I mean, the numbers don't lie. They tagged him for 10 hits, including that last one, and he's having a hard time getting out of any trouble. They might be buying some time to let the relievers get a few more pitches in before they give him the hook.
Now the Diamondback skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to spell the end of the afternoon for Zach Greinke. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Braden Shipley takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
34, Braden Shipley.
Manny Machado will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here's Machado with a drive. Well hit to deep left field. And it's gone. A 2-run home run for Manny Machado. His second of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. Ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan Dero, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Hero, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now with 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it, and this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. That's what happens.
And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A line shot to third base, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
The center fielder, number 10, Hunter.
Now in the box, Hunter Renfroe. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch of the at bat. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. To short, hit hard. Escobar right there. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Digging in and now looking for more, Shane Bieber. 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. From the stretch. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in there. Base hit. Hosmer ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. He comes across to score as the lead swells to 7-0.
You can't teach that, Matty. The ability for a right-handed hitter to shoot a ball through the 3-4 hole, unmatched.
In now, Ian Kinsler. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And no one will track it down. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Marte is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Another good half inning in the books for the Padres. These folks may be on a beach before long. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Ready now, Alex Avila. He flew out in his last at-bat.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
0-1 the count. '50th pitch of the game on its way. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This one skied out toward right. Reyes has it in his tracks. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Former College World Series MVP Rob Refsnyder is next. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And it's fouled away. The 0-1. Called strike 0-2. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Wilmer Flores will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. The average for him at 267 on the year, 26 home runs and 77 RBIs. Counts even at 1-1 to Wilmer Flores. Flores is known to have an incredible ability to make contact when he swings the bat, becoming a rare thing to see him swing and miss, leading many people to marvel at his apparent hand-eye capabilities, especially in today's game with such a high strikeout rate out there. And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Diamondbacks down in order. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Bottom of the 6th inning on its way, but first here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Andy Green during the commercial break about the Padres offense, and overall he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it's one of those games where everything has come together for his hitters, from their approach to their swings to the results. It's all working. One key indicator of that, 6 extra base hits to this point in the game.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Please. Joey Crable gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. At the plate, Franmil Reyes. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
The right fielder, Franmil Reyes.
First delivery to him on the way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Takes this the other way to right. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th. So that's his 2nd knock of the game, and you can add this to his ever-growing list of multi-hit performances this season.
Does this guy ever look bad at the dish? I mean, really doesn't. Fighting for a batting crown, throwing out multi-knock games daily. It's going to be a fight to the finish right here.
Standing in now, Austin Hedges, as he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
Stepping in now, Adalberto Mondesi. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Now the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Hit hard down the line. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Machado.
Here's Manny Machado now.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. Machado now on 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. Dyson is there to put it away for out number 1. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Eric Hosmer. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. In to score is the runner from first. It's a 10-0 score.
Yeah, Matt, credit to this offense. They've been swinging the sticks well all game long, and it just continues here with a 2 RBI hit. Some days the hitting gods are simply just smiling down on you.
Digging in, Will Myers. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On the line, that's a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Into the box, Hunter Renfroe, and this is hit hard to the right side. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. From the belt, the pitch. Drilled to the right side, and that is into right field, a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
I'll tell you, they're posting video game numbers here. I mean, that's their 11th run of the game, and they're showing no signs of slowing down. Just an absolute onslaught from this offense.
Stepping in, Shane Bieber. And an opportunity here for a 4th plate appearance here this afternoon, and you have to say he's really earned it. First delivery to him on the way. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. We're through 6 full. The Padres lead it 11-0. Back here at Petco Park. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Gerard Dyson. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
It doesn't look very promising.
Dyson.
First offering on its way. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Reyes racing back to the track. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And he is into third base here with a leadoff triple. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty V. And this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, D-Row. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game. But from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
This is on the ground over to first. Fielded cleanly by Hosmer.
Number 6.
They get the run there, but this late in the game with the lead in hand, you'll definitely trade an out for a run. That doesn't mean a whole lot.
Stepping into the box, David Peralta. Base is empty in front of him with one away following the RBI ground out. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Skied down the left field line. After it is Myers, and he makes the catch in the corner.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Jake Lamb. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Pitch on the way. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. One and 1 the count to Jake Lamb. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Popped up, and Hosmer will just look this one in, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. It is stretch time here at Petco Park. The Padres lead it 11-1. Yohan Lopez comes on to pitch now hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Digging in now, Ian Kinsler. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
The second baseman, Ian
First
Kinsler.
pitch on its way. Hit out towards second. And there's one down now. Digging in, Franmil Reyes. And he's turned in yet another strong performance at the plate today, but that's become commonplace for him as the league's leading hitter this deep into the season.
Yeah, I don't see how anyone catches him, guys. I really don't. Only a handful of games left. Multi-hit game today. He's playing with just unbelievable confidence right now. Getting that bat through the zone and looking pretty much unstoppable at this point.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, catcher.
2 outs now in the San Diego 7th. And Austin Hedges will be the next to hit. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Slapped hard the opposite way. Dyson is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Takes just 4 pitches to retire the Padres, but they're on autopilot 11-1. Standing in, Eduardo Escobar. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Mike Clevenger has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Mike Clevenger.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there.
Objective number one right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
And he fouls this one off. Clevenger, who sometimes gets called Sunshine. He was a fourth-round selection back in 2011.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Again, he sends it out of play. The 0-2 once more is looked at for ball one.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
3 balls and 2 strikes to Eduardo Escobar.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Popped him up. Hedges over to his left. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So his day over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the San Diego starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
Stepping up to the plate, Christian Walker. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Alex Avila.
Digging in to try it again. Alex Avila. Past history with Mike Clevenger. He's 1 for 5. Pitch on its way to Avila. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Skied into very shallow right. Kinsler is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They trail by double digits, 11-1. Striding in once again, Adalberto Mondesi, 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game.
Mondesi.
First offering on its way. High in the air into shallow left center. Here comes Peralta. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The third baseman, number 50.
So 1 man gone for the Friars in their half of the 8th. And standing in now, the always dangerous third baseman, Manny Machado. First pitch on its way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, talk about having a day. 3 home runs in one game. We've heard about the hat trick in hockey, but it's awfully hard to do that in a baseball game.
The batter. The first
In now,
baseman,
Eric Hosmer.
Eric Hosmer.
Line drive to center field. Marte is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 4, Will Myers.
Digging in, Will Myers. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground out to short. Escobar gloves it. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit, catch, or throw all game long. In fact, they should just throw a 10 over this thing because this has become a 3-ring circus.
So digging in now, Hunter Renfroe. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-World, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Dyson will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So 1 run here on 1 hit, which was the home run, 1 error, and a runner left on. We've played 8 full. The Padres on top, 12-1. Ready for another chance? Rob Refsnyder starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count. At least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First offering on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So it's a leadoff single that kicks off their half of the 9th.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Refsnyder gets his lead at first, nobody out. Pops this one up. Reyes on the move. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Gerard Dyson. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch on its way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Runners on first with 1 down. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a 3rd time.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. The 2-2 one more time is looked at, and the count moves full.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Diamondbacks are down to their final out now, and that'll bring up the infielder Ketel Marte. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled away. Set to deliver the 0-1. Fastball well outside. Two and 1.
Count is 2-1.
And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
You know, they finally get the leadoff runner on. It would be sad to watch him waste this opportunity. Somebody's got to come through with a base hit.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
12-1 at the end of this one. San Diego, with their 101st win of the year, tops in the division. Shane Bieber wins for a league best 28th time as Rosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 43 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.